I am making this video because I couldn't find any video like it. In most microphone comparisons they go about singing in the mic and A/B testing them, but you don't hear the real live drummer in the room, you don't see the vocalist eating the mic, singing up really close because that's the only way he gets above the drums. So now we're gonna compare mics with a real live drummer in the room. Okay, the mics that I'm comparing today are the ND96, the Shure Beta 58A, the Audix OM7, the Sennheiser E945, the Shure Nexadyne Supercardioid, and the Shure Nexadyne Cardioid. This is the situation in the room. You can see me standing to the left with all the mics on a stand, so they're all in the same spot. You can't hear the guitar player because we're playing in-ears, but you can hear the drums through my vocal mic. Okay, let's go to the files. You can see the mics on the side here. And the song consists of an intro, verse, pre-chorus and chorus. The intro is just instrumental. And you hear the drums. That's the vocal mic. And let's just go to the verse and let's grab the second part of the verse and we'll go through the mics. So this is my original mic. Too late to fix it up, mask it off again. Shame to throw it all away. So I can hear that it's quite sharp on the S's. And there's like a breath here. But other than that, it sounds quite good. It's not too boomy, and I like the air it has. Let's go to the Beta 58. Too late to fix it up, mask it off again. Shame to throw it all away. So to me, compared to the last mic, it sounds kind of muffled, but it's not bad. I quite like the rejection of the drums. This is supposed to be the quietest mic. So let's check it out. Too late to fix it up, mask it off again. Shame to throw it all away. I always find this mic sounding really weird. I don't know why. Like there is air. To fix it Maybe it sounds too nasal. Mask it off again. Shame to throw it. I'm just not sure. Too late to fix it up, mask it off again. Shame to throw it all away. This mic sounds amazing. Like, it sounds so beautiful. The S's are like smooth, but there's so much spillover. It sounds like a condenser mic. Like, it takes the entire room. Then the Supercardioid Nexadyne. Too late to fix it up, mask it off again. Shame to throw it all away. Yeah, my voice was crapping out there, but what I noticed is that it's kind of dipping above 100K. There's a weird dip. I don't know what that is. It sounds very narrow and thin. I can't point my finger to it. Too late to fix it up, mask it off again. Shame to throw it all away. Okay, this sounds very good suddenly compared to the other one. Too late to fix it up, mask it off again. And what I find really difficult now, what I hear, is that some mics have the air, they have above or around 10K, there's lots of information, and other mics just don't have that. And that would immediately give you less drums in the ears, because I'm battling cymbals in my in-ears. It's the worst. But losing air in your voice, that's just really sad. Makes it sound really dull. So yeah, let's go to the pre-chorus, and I think the second part starts here. Oh, that's all of them together, nice. But I got the right part. Who said you would be down fighting on? What I'm gonna try to do now is only listen to the snare, because those super high cymbals, some mics just don't pick them up because they don't have that frequency response. But I want to just hear how loud is the snare in all these mics. Who said you would be down fighting all alone, fighting demons? The demons that have grown inside your lovely empty grave. Escape. You can hear on this microphone that you're really close to the capsule. Like this is the mic, and the capsule. Whoa, I'm wrecking stuff, but it's immediately here. I don't know if you can see it. Focus, focus, focus. It's immediately there. Something fell. I'm gonna grab that first. A fancy ring that goes in between. Wow. But you can hear that the capsule is really close to my mouth, and that makes the S's quite sharp. Who said you would? Who said? Who said you? Who said you would? It sounds like my voice is louder in this mic than it is in the Beta. Who said? Who said you? But everything is louder, it seems, even though I leveled these. And I think that's just the air you're hearing. Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Yeah, the Beta is just quite muffled. Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Who said you would be there fighting all alone? See how loud that S is on this one. Who said? Could also be the performance. Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? You can hear alone how nosy, how nasal that sounds. Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? The demons that have grown inside your lovely empty grave. Escape. That's too boomy for me. Then the beautiful mic. Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? The demons that have grown inside your lovely empty grave. Escape. Like these cymbals are so loud in this mic that it almost sounds like it's feedbacking, but it's in ears. There's no feedback. It's impossible. But the voice sounds amazing. It's not boomy. It's got sparkle on the top. I am gonna use useless words that don't mean anything. Who said? And that S is smooth, smooth. Who said you would be there fighting? Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? The demons that have grown. You can hear that there's hardly any cymbals in this one, but I still think that's a dip. Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? The demons that have grown inside your lovely empty grave. Escape. Who said? I'm just curious if it sounds so much different than the Beta. It's both the Shure mic. Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? The cardioid sounds so much better than the super cardioid. Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Nah, this one sounds muffled now. I already said that, but
Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons?
This mic sounds amazing.
Who said you would be there fighting?
This one is even brighter.
Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Who said you would be there fighting all alone, fighting demons? Who said you would be there fighting all alone? Who said you would be there fighting all alone?
I quite liked it. It sounds less pretty on the top, but I like the rejection of the hi-hats. Or cymbals, I don't know. I'm just a singer.
Who said you would be there fighting all alone?
Okay, let's go to the chorus. And the chorus is loud drums, so I'm curious.
You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad.
So sad. So sharp.
You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad.
Also sharp, but
you forgot yourself again.
It's too muffled for me.
You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad.
This sounds quite good. You can hear that the OM7 is made for loud singing.
You forgot yourself again. 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 This could have been, would have been, oh so sad. You forgot yourself again.
This sounds so muffled, son.
You forgot yourself again.
It is so difficult.
You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad.
Okay, so I know I don't like the supercardioid Nexadyne, so I'm gonna put that on the bottom. Oh no, not in a group, not in a folder. I'm gonna put this above it. Yeah. I like this one a lot, but I don't think it will work. Let's compare these two.
You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad.
I'm so torn because the Sennheiser sounds amazing on my voice. It's just so loud. Like, all the sounds are so loud.
You forgot yourself again.
And it's a supercardioid.
You forgot yourself again. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh so sad.
Oh, my cat is singing to me now. Let's go to yes, I agree. Let's go to another part in the song. I am torn because the Sennheiser sounds amazing. The Shure Nexadyne cardioid has less cymbal noise. So, yeah. Let's go to the OM.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
This sounds beautiful. I'm just gonna put it.
But you stood your ground. But you stood your ground, held your own.
So there's another way of thinking. Yes, I agree. My cat keeps singing to me. There's another way of thinking, and that's that maybe there's always spillover, so you want your spillover to sound good. And the Sennheiser makes your spillover sound good.
but you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
Like the drums sound amazing, and the voice sounds good.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. You forgot your...
That woofy, I don't like this one.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
Yeah, this I like this one more than the OM. Let's go to the Beta.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been. Oh.
The Beta sounds like the best beginner mic you can buy. It's below the Sennheiser. Let's compare to the Nexadyne.
But you stood your ground. But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
But has lots of explosives in this one.
But you stood your ground.
I think I just sang it better here.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been. But you, oh, so sad. But you stood your ground, held your own. Oh, so sad. But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. Oh, so sad. But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
This sounds a little bit more open in the tops, but I'm not quite sure. Let's go to this one.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
So I must say, this mic has some low-end roll-off with, I don't know if you can see it, but you can put tweezers in and move low-end away. I don't think, it's called a boost or some sort, but I think it just takes low-end away. So a presence boost, they call it, but I don't think it cuts. It's magic, but I quite like that.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
You can hear it in those ground.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah.
That sounds so good, damn.
But you stood your ground, held your own.
This is just not it. So to me, it's between these two mics. And I think the Sennheiser just sounds absolutely amazing. That's my favorite mic so far, I think. Oh, not altogether.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been, oh, so sad. But you...
Okay, so let's just listen to the snares. Let's see where they are.
But you stood your ground, held your own, yeah. You forgot yourself again.
So we're gonna listen to this snare I want.
You forgot yourself again.
This snare I want to listen to.
Again, this could have been, would have been, this could have.
That's too much cymbals to hear.
Could have been, would have been.
And this snare. And then we're gonna loop this part and just listen to both.
Yeah.
Focus on the snare.
Yeah. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been. Oh, yeah. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been. Oh, so yeah. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been. Yeah. You forgot yourself again. This could have been, would have been. Oh,
So this one has less snare. And I think it's still the best mic to use live. But I want to try the Sennheiser next rehearsal and see if that kind of negates. If I can deal with all that high end, with all that brightness in my in-ears. That's the question. If you want to check this out for yourself, I have the files linked below. So help yourself to them.